Like the first poem that I opened the show with, it is about preexistence and about how many of us, and specifically Jen just mentioned in the chat room about how recently she's been struggling with um, just not understanding the fullness of how things are in the world. And I'll actually read what she wrote because I think a lot of us are in similar position many times. She says this: Zen, what a blessing. Thank you for your time. This last week I was very wrapped up in the fact that we were created without a choice. Angry, in fact. Listening to you was the confirmation of what we had been trying to get through to me during the course of my tantrums. I didn't fully understand what he meant when he kept telling me, remember who you are. God bless you, my brother. What a gift this has been. And Jen, you are not alone in your walk, sister. So many of us have the inklings of our former estate, and we have memories because all of it is inherently burned to soul. The memories of our former estate, our prior existence. And I'm not talking about reincarnation because we're not incarnating into flesh through cycle and lifetime over multiple embodiments. We have spiritual embodiment, yes, and spiritual pre-existence, but we only come into the flesh one time. And it is for that one time that we have specific role and purpose and mission to fulfill. And especially those of us that are alive in this, what are the last times. Because this is this is where it all counts, where it all matters. This is game over. This is the concluding, the fullness of what is the paradigm. This is the end of the matrix. And so many are still slumbering, so many are still lost and caught up in deception, led astray, and are still wrapped up in the 9 to 5 and believers in the American dream, the whole materialism and, you know, get a good education, get a good job, make a lot of money, um, so that you can attract a wonderful spouse, have many kids, and a nice big house so you can fill that house with a bunch of nice things, and so that you can buy more houses and have more stuff. And that whole dream of materialism is what they are indoctrinating into our minds, and yet it's an illusion. It's all a facade of what is covered over, what is veiled, what is real and lies underneath the mask of all of these fake goals and fake dreams that they've sold to us and that we have all bought into. And that it is only now, with the help of the Most High, that some of us are breaking free and unplugging from the matrix. We are sounding the alarm, blowing the trumpet, and helping others to do the same for themselves. And that there are what I call, the seekers of lost paradise. The seeker of lost paradise may seem a fool to those who have never sought the other worlds. And that's what we are. We are those that have broken free of the illusion, um, and have deciphered the illusion, parading as reality. That we're now able to understand what is real and what's really going on behind the scenes, because this is a spiritual war, and the symbols are every day flashed in front of our faces. the eye at the top of the Illuminati pyramid, the CBS eye, the peacock, all of those different symbols of these different broadcasting, radio, and television stations, and things of that nature, corporations, they're all controlled by Satan as the prince and the ruler of this world. But all of this is just temporary. That awakening, we are being brought to the truth of the gospel and how to understand it in such manner that we are able to explain our world situation and the fact that we are not all the same, that there is a different bloodline here with us, that they have mingled themselves among the seed of men, and that the devil's progeny, the tares, the children of the wicked one, the enemy which snuck into the garden, that the feathered serpent which beguiled Eve, tempting her to eat this fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and having her bear forth Cain, and that this would be again the enmity, the beginning of the war between the seed lines, that this war is ongoing even in this day and age. That in the scriptures it says, let both grow together until the time of the end. And in the time of the end, I will send forth my angels as the reapers to gather the tares for burning, but the wheat for preservation. And that's where we are. The war is almost over. All right, and so let me go ahead and go into this and set the premise for this from the book of Enoch. He speaks about our preexistence quite beautifully.